Hello, my name is Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we're going to be traveling all the way back to 1977 to listen to Feel the Benefit by 10cc. And this one comes from Deceptive Bends, their fifth studio album, which reached number 3 in the UK. It's the closing track, the band's longest song, and a fan favorite. It features a heavy Beatles-influenced sound, and it is broken into 3 sections titled Reminisce and Speculate, a Latin break, and Feel the Benefit. It discusses heeding advice to avoid negative outcomes, encourages escapism and adventure, and culminates in a call for unity and harmony among all people. Wow, pretty encompassing there, with many important aspects of life, so it's probably a big song both lyrically and musically. And we're getting strings. Need I say more? Is that the zither? Beautiful.
Without your shoes on, you didn't listen what your mama said. She said you won't feel the benefit, and if we all went out without our shoes on, tell me where would we be? All the people in the world lost their reason, what would we see? Where would we be? All the entertainers in the world lost their music, what would they play? What could they say to pacify the crowd, to justify themselves? Won't feel the benefit. Like a cloud behind the sun, like the face behind the clown.
Reminiscent of I'm Not in Love.
And you can never look back.
Love that.
A leaf that's born upon the wind, a cardboard suitcase in your hand. The wanderer soon returns and finds the color of the grass is just the same.
Great riff, simple but effective.
You can walk on the water. You can dance in the mambo jungle. You can smoke a little ganja. Feel like a bird over Rio, Rio. You can ride with the gauchos. Swinging your
There's the
boots
reggae.
in a bandana. You can run with the devil. Taking your chances, señorita. You can drink a lot of coffee in Brazil, but the beat is gonna make you well.
Party's over. Did we hear that in the beginning? I think so.
Take your chances, but if you do, you better do it right, or you won't feel the benefit. Won't feel the benefit. Spin the wheel and take your chances, and your number might come up, though the odds may be in favor of the house. All the people in the world would say together, we're all black and white, we're all day and night. All the people in the world could sing together. How would it sound?
I'm getting Beatles here.
What would we feel? We all feel the benefit.
Love that. Call and response. So luckily I knew that abrupt ending was coming. We'll talk about it at the end. But what do I always say? What a ride this one was. Incredible. Back to the beginning. I'm about 99% sure that introduction was done on the auto harp from the zither family. That sounded gorgeous. It couldn't have been a straightforward acoustic guitar. So hopefully I'm right. I love hearing new, different instruments, that I rarely hear. And there were several here, especially in the percussion family. That was lovely. And then, a wash of gorgeous strings arrives. Oh, yes. Lovely, dramatic string parts. And then we kind of move to this more straightforward ballad type of soft rock vibe. That was great. I got to figure out if parts 1 and 3 were the same song, because they're titled different, but they seem similar. Anyway, hard to remember it all on one listen. So much happened here. Then things got real dramatic in the instrumentation. It seemed to just keep building. I remember I got my spooky section. I love that. I think the cadence kind of changed. I remember kind of something like that, but I'll have to go back and hear it again, learn it. But that was amazing. Got pretty dark, kind of spooky, nothing crazy, but it definitely stood out. And then this big, grand, dramatic electric guitar moment to end part 1. And it just kind of seamlessly, beautifully flowed into part 2. I love that. Part 2, quite different. Now we're getting some Latin and even reggae vibes. I love that. Divine conga surrounding my ears. Some other great Latin percussion instruments. Beautiful. Just such a groove here. Very danceable. It's definitely party time. So many vibes in this one. It was theatrical. It was fun. Again, the reggae kind of came in the second half of part 2. It was light, breezy, full of joy, full of vigor. Just again, so many emotions. But then, it didn't last too long, couple minutes maybe. And then party time's over. It gently fades out into the third section. The big, lush, and dramatic strings are back. Of course, that made me happy. Again, feels quite similar to part 1, so I'll have to investigate. The soft rock vibes were definitely back, but this time I noticed these little touches of theatrical vibes thrown in here and there. That was excellent, of course. I love theatrical rock. And then we only go up from there. I feel the love, in the instrumentation. I feel the hope, so much hope. That call to action feel for unity. Incredible how they translate these, ideas, these words through the actual music. And then a true soaring grand finale coda. Beautiful, this kind of bold but slow and calm riff. Do, 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 whatever was happening over and over. I love when they repeat something like that over and over, 10 times, whatever it was, and they can keep adding elements each time to make it more dramatic and more interesting every time. Yes, we're just slowly rising into the sky. Perfect. We don't always have to shoot up. And then this final electric guitar solo comes in to take us home against those gorgeous, stunning chord progressions in that whole coda. So much to love, but that ending was awesome. Of course, anytime a song just kind of immediately cuts off, it's jarring. It may be unfulfilled in a way for some people, unresolved. But that's the whole point. Obviously, they did that intentionally. And my interpretation of that decision will be that, it's not over. It's never over. Our quest for peace, our quest for unity, we've been searching for pretty much since the dawn of man. We'll probably keep searching till the end of the world. Who knows? We can't predict the future, but makes sense. What a ride. It's getting the double epic platinum record award, absolutely, for Feel the Benefit, parts 1, 2, and 3 by 10cc 1977. And thank you so very much for this awesome journey, for this long song, for this varying song full of emotion, full of powerful messages. The amazing Eric Stewart, Graham Gouldman, Paul Burgess, and Del Newman. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below if you wish to chat about this one. I would love to know what you think. And maybe some other favorites by 10cc. I have a small list going, but of course, they'll be on the channel rotation for life. So you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.